At exactly 8:43 p.m., the man across from her stopped blinking, not slowed, not hesitated, stopped, mid-sentence, mid-breath. His pupils widened until the color in his eyes disappeared, and then he smiled, not at her. At something behind her. The restaurant had been warm and loud just seconds before. Soft music, clinking glasses, low conversations, a normal blind date, a normal attempt to move on. But the air changed, heavy cold, like a freezer door opening directly behind her chair. "Do not turn around," he whispered. His voice did not sound normal anymore. It sounded layered, like someone else was speaking underneath it. 2 years ago, her fiancé, Caleb, disappeared without explanation. He did not leave a breakup message. He left a warning. "I cannot fight him anymore." That was all the note said. She thought he meant guilt or fear, or her best friend. She was wrong. The lights above flickered once, then again, then dimmed to a sick yellow. Every conversation in the restaurant slowly faded, not because people chose to stop talking, but because their mouths froze mid-word. Forks hovered in the air. Glasses stopped inches from lips. Everyone was motionless, except her and the thing behind her, Amara. The voice was soft, too soft. Caleb. Her chest tightened. She felt something lean closer, close enough that cold breath brushed her ear. "I protected you." The words vibrated inside her skull. She forced herself to turn slowly. There was no solid body, no clear shape. But the air bent unnaturally, a tall distortion in human form, longer than a person, wider than a doorway. Its outline shimmered like heat rising from pavement. "You were promised to me." The voice no longer sounded like Caleb. It sounded deeper, older, layered with something hollow. Her date tried to stand. He lifted off the chair without touching the floor. His throat tightened under an invisible grip. "Stop," she screamed. The distortion sharpened. For a split second, she saw wings, not feathered, not soft. Thin skeletal frames stretched with something translucent, twitching torn. "I was assigned to keep you untouched." Her mind raced. Every relationship she tried after Caleb had collapsed. Men who suddenly disappeared. Men who claimed they felt watched. One who woke up screaming about wings in the corner of her room. She thought they were lying. They were not. "You ruined my life," she whispered. "I removed threats," it replied calmly. The frozen people around the restaurant began to move again, but not normally. They turned their heads toward her in perfect unison, their smiles stretched too wide. "Stay untouched," they whispered together. Her date gasped as bruises formed around his neck. She realized something horrifying. It was not holding him. It was pulling from her. Thin, invisible threads extended from her chest to the distortion, binding her, possessing her. "Where is Caleb?" she asked. Silence. "Then he is quiet now." The words felt like a blade sliding between her ribs. The lights exploded overhead. Glass rained down. The walls seemed to bend inward. The entity leaned closer. Its face flickered into clarity. Beautiful, symmetrical, and completely empty. No depth in the eyes. No reflection. Just endless ownership. "You do not choose," it said. "You are kept." The pressure in the room increased. Her date's pulse weakened. The air felt thinner, like the world was shrinking around her. Then something inside her shifted. Not fear, anger. "You are not my guardian," she said. "You are my cage." The distortion trembled. For the first time, it hesitated. In that hesitation, she stepped forward. "If you were assigned," she continued, "then you can be dismissed." The entity let out a sound that was not human, not angelic, something ancient and furious. The frozen people collapsed back into motion, screaming, running, crying. Her date dropped to the floor, gasping. The distortion pulled backward, folding into the corners of the ceiling. "You will remain untouched," it whispered. The lights returned to normal. The pressure lifted. Paramedics arrived. Police reports were filed. No one mentioned wings. No one mentioned voices. They said it was mass hysteria. Weeks passed. Her date survived. He refused to see her again. He claimed something with skeletal wings pressed its face against his and whispered, "She is sealed." Now every night at exactly 3:12 a.m., Amara wakes up unable to move. Doctors call it sleep paralysis, stress trauma. But she knows the truth, because she feels weight hovering behind her. Not touching, just inches away. Cold breath near her ear. Patient, devoted. Waiting guardians do not always protect. Sometimes they keep, and sometimes they never leave.